everybody. Wow, I'm looking really blown out on Periscope right now. I wonder why. Hi, everyone. Welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday on a Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I did an Insta story about this. I just forgot it was Monday yesterday. I don't know what happened. I was going to bed and I was like, wait, this was Monday, and it was too late at that point. Today, I was like, today's Tuesday, and I usually do these on Monday, but maybe everybody will be okay with that. Hi, Mom. My mom was just here, and she left a few minutes ago. Hi, everyone. I know, right? Silly, whatever. Thank you. Yeah, where are you guys watching from? Thank you, Jonathan. That's very sweet. Massachusetts? Very cool. It's midnight. I know, on the East Coast. Well, it's 9 o'clock here. Texas, New Jersey. Hi, D-Squad. Yes, Bapter, it's Winnie. It's true. It's me. 25 years later. Hi, everyone. Georgia, Washington, California, Peru. That's awesome. Modesto. This is not going to be about mnemonic devices. No. It is technically, it's absolutely Tuesday. In fact, it's Wednesday on the East Coast because it's after midnight. That's how late this Motivational Monday is. Crazy. Central Massachusetts, Florida, Kansas City, Dubai. Very cool. Pittsburgh. You're watching my Christmas movies in Oklahoma right now? Nice. I'm in Los Angeles. Welcome, Geraldo, your first day on Periscope, and Maddie Del Vista, welcome. Yeah, so right now I've got 3 cameras, well, 3 devices. I've got my iPad, my husband's iPad, and my phone on Facebook, Periscope, and Instagram. So when's the next Hallmark movie? Okay, the next Hallmark movie airs on September 15th. It's called Love in Design, and my next movie that I'm going to start shooting in September. Not sure exactly, but it's probably the 3rd week of September, we're not sure, somewhere in Canada, and that will be the Christmas movie. That's very exciting. I just read the script, and it's really cute, so, I mean, they all are. Let's face it, all Hallmark Channel movies are super cute. It is Tuesday. You are absolutely correct. It's Tuesday. I just didn't want to miss it, and I did miss it yesterday, so here we are. So, what are we talking about today? So this is interesting. So earlier today, I posted something on Instagram on just like on the regular feed about non-judgment, about being curious and not judgmental. And I thought I might do that as well tonight, but I did a poll and it was like 50-50. Like half the people said yes, do that topic, and half said do something else. So I thought I'd integrate it a little bit, but mostly do something else. And I didn't forget you yesterday, Dan. None of you. No, I did not forget you. I just forgot that it was Monday. And my son is on vacation with his dad this week, and yesterday was my last day with him before his vacation, and I think that's what distracted me. So we just hung out together, and that's what happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We are talking about how to get out of a funk. Okay, sometimes, look, our emotions, the way we feel, and our physical bodies are so connected. How many of you guys have ever felt like in a funk and you don't even know why? Somebody just said that they feel like they're in a funk because they can't get a certain business project started. And yeah, there can definitely be reasons, but like, do you just sometimes ever feel like you're like, why am I in such a bad mood and I don't even know why, and I don't feel motivated. I know what I should be doing, and I just want to sit here on my phone and just like scroll through posts. Like, how many of you guys have ever felt like that? Right? Just where I mean, that happens to me sometimes. You've been there, done that often? Yeah. I don't know what NLP is. Right? And by the way, I'm not speaking to depression like in the clinical sense of depression at all. I'm talking about just usually lack of sleep. That's a really, okay, so here's what I'm doing. This is my super neat list of how to get out of a funk. And I thought we would help like create this list together. It's really neat. Isn't that really like neat? I wrote it on the back of this thing my mom printed out. We're just revamping our Daily Dose of Dharma website. I don't like to waste paper, so I thought I'd write on the other side. And getting enough sleep, get more sleep, is actually a really good one. It doesn't help like in the moment, but just in general, absolutely. Get more sleep. So it could be depression for some people, absolutely. There could be like a chemical thing going on that requires medical assistance. I don't have a flow chart, no. Because you're in a funk because you can't get back home. I don't know what that means, but I hope you can get back home. It sounds like a Hallmark film. Wonder Years reunion show. It's probably not gonna happen, you guys. Believe me, I'm asked about it all the time. I look like a ghost on Periscope right now. I just want to apologize. I don't look like that on Facebook or Instagram. I'm broadcasting on 3 right now. Yes. Yes, get lots of sleep, drink lots of water. That's a really good one. But what about in the moment? Like, what if you're just like, I need to be kickstarted somehow. I don't know what to do. What are your guys' tricks? Thank you, Freddie. You're very sweet. Yes, Maddie and Bob, believe it. This is live. It really is live. Breathing and meditating. How did I not put meditation on this list? Yes, meditation is something you can do. And if you don't know how to like formally meditate, then just focusing on your breath and doing your best to clear your thoughts, that can be really useful. Congrats, Sitcom Rick, for figuring out how to comment. Yes, reading, exercise. So exercise is on my list. So how to get out of a funk, stay on schedule, but that's hard. Okay, when I'm feeling like in a funk, usually I think for me it stems from trying to do too much and I'm all over the place. And then I, like late at night, I should be going to bed and I'm not. And why? I'm exhausted. Why am I not going to bed? I'm like on my phone, just like, it's like, oh, I can't, I'm motivated even to get myself in bed right now. And it's just from doing too much. Watch kitten videos, yes. But yeah, exercise is great. Like getting up and moving your body. Pets, I have pets on the list, yes, very good. Less social media, for sure. It's called decompressing. Thank you, water sign Pisces. Yes, decompressing is an important part of our life. And by the way, not being happy all the time is totally normal. Like that's actually, it would be weird if you were happy all the time. Now I try to show my best self to you guys because I'm here for you to help you feel better and to be a positive element in your life. My family, my husband, they all see all sorts of sides of me where I am in a funk and I'm not feeling motivated and I'm human, you know? Grounding, being in nature, yes, Mom. Nature is on the list, but grounding was not. But yes, nature, I'll put /grounding. Grounding is a term for when you put your feet in the ground. So you're like connected to nature physically. You want to do better at math? Are you in a funk because of not being as good at math? Well, I can help you with my books. Go to mckellarmath.com and you'll see all the books. Learning to say no helps. Yes, that is very true. That's true. Family Guys scream in a box. Will I put my list on Instagram? Oh, that's a really good idea. I could do like an Insta story. I'd have to type it up and make it look better. Or I could do it on Twitter. Regardless, I'll let you guys know on Instagram and Twitter when I have my list. Do a brain teaser, helping people. Yes. Oh, I like this. Wait, these are really good. Wait. Helping people, brain teasers. This is really good. Shoot, there's another one that I missed. Volunteer, yes, like helping people volunteer. Yeah, you can volunteer or help somebody that you know. Being with friends and family. Watching a TV show, that's interesting. So I saw somebody with a t-shirt on. Well, I would look it up on my phone, but I'm using my phone. But it was something like, if you want to be happy for an hour, watch a TV show. If you want to be happy for a day, something. And then if you want to be happy for a lifetime, help others. It was something like that. And I thought that was really, really great. Any distraction often works. Sometimes, Jonathan, yeah, sometimes social media is just a great distraction from whatever's going on. I think the danger is that you don't want to use that crutch too much because then you start becoming, draw with a non-dominant hand. That's funny. Journaling. We don't want to become so dependent on it that it becomes a habit and you're constantly just going on your phone. And we all suffer from times like this, I'm sure of it. I certainly do. A lifetime of TV shows. Very funny, Ed. And so that it becomes like this go-to where it's not even, it's like a drug, right? I mean, I've never been addicted to drugs, but as I understand it, first, doing drugs helps a problem, or seems to. And then you become just addicted to the drug. It's not even making you feel good anymore. You just need it. And I kind of feel like social media has that danger as well. You're all on your phones right now. What's the thing? Being on our phones are so many things to us. They're how we communicate with the world. How we do a lot of work on our phones. Phones aren't necessarily bad inherently at all. They can be many, many things. Just like television isn't necessarily bad, but it can be depending on how you use it. That's how you catch Pokemon, you know? Yes, I actually have a friend who loves that, who does it like a grown woman. She does it all the time. Yes, our phones are our mini computers. We do work, we answer emails, we keep track of our address book and our contacts. We make plans to see people. We do all sorts of things on our phones. Thank you, Chad. Go for a run. Yes, so exercising, getting those endorphins. So we're making a list right now. For those of you who just joined, we're making a list for how to get out of a funk. If you're feeling like you're in just a bad mood, you're just not feeling motivated, and you know, we all have those days. We all have those moments, days, sometimes a few days in a row, and we have some really good stuff. I'll read the list so far. Yes, Bangalow tags. I am an actor. Exercise, find a new recipe to cook. That's fun. Yeah, doing like hobby stuff that you like, for sure. And sometimes if you guys know what you love and makes you happy, write that down. I encourage us all to make our own custom lists. Like for me, doing math. Cool. Breaking open one of my old calculus books. That might not bring as much joy to everyone. Gardening? Yes, well, gardening is a great thing because that is in nature. So I'm going to write that down. So here's the list so far. How to get out of a funk. These are some good things. Yes, music. Yes, Mike, that is actually the first on the list that I have. Music, exercise, inspiration sources. So what are your sources of inspiration? If you are religious, you might go to the Bible. There might be inspiring stuff. I'm not particularly religious, but there is so much wisdom to be found. And I don't agree with everything in the Bible, but there are some really, really, well, like I was talking about non-judgment today. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Poetry, it could be the Bible, it could be poetry, it could be a website that you love. Music, yes, Jonathan, good point. Music can get you out of a funk or put you in a funk. Do not listen to like soulful, heavy music if you're in a funk and you want to get out of it. You need to listen to music that makes you feel happy. So actually, there was a long time ago, I did a Periscope when I was just doing Periscope, and we made a happy playlist of songs. Working out, painting. Oh, I like that one. Painting. Yeah, just art. Painting, or then some people like to do those, like those adult coloring books. I mean, not like adult coloring books, but like, you know, for grown-ups. Maybe some people enjoy adult coloring. Does that even exist? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna like veer away from that. Anyway, how to get out of a funk? Music, exercise, inspiration sources for you, and that's gonna be different from each person. Again, for those who are religious, praying for guidance, or just praying to like the universe and just like I've been in spaces before. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, world. Help me in this moment. Guide me. I'm about to go into a situation that is wrought with like drama, and I know that ahead of time, and I just want to be guided through this process because I'm just not feeling it. Pets, so like snuggling with pets because they're so sweet, and pets are so wonderful because it's just unconditional love. Unconditional love. The song Smile by Nat King Cole. Very cool. Spending time with friends is a good way to get out of a funk. Yeah. Yes, people call me Winnie all the time. It happens all the time. Tidying up. That's a really good one. I like that one. Because I believe that when you're cleaning up, and I should do it more often, but when you are, it's like cleaning your soul. When you make your environment look nicer. Okay, so music, exercise, inspiration sources, praying for guidance in whatever form that is, even if it has nothing to do with God. Pets, spending time cuddling with your pets. Spending time in nature or grounding in nature. So taking your shoes off and walking on the beach or walking in the ground in the dirt outside and just staring at trees. Part of what I love about vacation is that there aren't so many buildings. Usually we go someplace that it's more nature driven. Holding a baby, yes, Linda. I love holding babies. I have a little nephew who's not even 1 year old yet. Getting more sleep. That's like a long-term one. But for me, I actually have a hard time because when I'm feeling in a funk, I don't go to sleep. Like I just stay up and do nothing. And I'm like, why aren't I going to sleep? That's like the kind of funk that I need help getting out of. Helping people, volunteering, another long-term one. For short-term things, brain teasers, some people suggested. Painting, it's like, what does it say? Painting, gardening, and tidying. I just wrote down. Here's some things that you shouldn't do. I wrote a list of like, no. Let's do that for fun, you guys. Let's do a list of things we shouldn't do to get out of a funk. Things that would not work to get out of a funk. I don't know why I think this is gonna be funny. Taking your cat to a shower or swimming. I'm not sure if that's like on the list of things you should or shouldn't do. Probably you shouldn't because Periscope is usually pretty fast. Yeah, text an ex. Probably not a good idea. Drink to excess. Yeah, probably not thinking. Probably not a good idea. Yeah. Focusing on a car you can't afford. Yeah, that's another good thing not to do in order to get out of a funk. I have scroll endlessly on social media, troll people, drink alcohol and drunk tweet, and then just indulge in ice cream. But on second thought, write a burn list. Watch depressing TV news. Yeah, just watch the news in general. Yeah, drugs, not a good idea. Looking at your bills, maybe not so good. Yeah, hang up on your mom. Don't do that. Ice cream. But splurge on Amazon, maybe not. But look, there is something to retail therapy. Just be careful. Don't overdo it. Drink while calling your ex from your car while listening to REM's Everybody Hurts. Yeah, good things not to do if you're trying to get out of a funk. Pick a fight. Excellent. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, so, because the thing is, what do we, oftentimes when we're in a funk, we do something we shouldn't do. It's not going to help us, but we do it anyway. Mostly because we're in a funk, and so we're making bad choices. Plot an elaborate crime and pin it on a corrupt cop. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Gamble, right. Shop till you drop. Again, really great bad ideas, you guys. Thank you, Gerald. That's very sweet. Should we go back to saying good things to do? You feel sorry for yourself? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, let's go back to that. Don't let your thoughts defeat you. Exactly. Let's go back to good things. Let's go back to good things. So we're making a list, for those of you just joining, we're making a list of things to do to get out of a funk when you're in a bad mood and you just don't feel like doing anything. You don't even feel motivated to do the things that you know would make you feel better. I'm good, Alex. Thank you for asking. Drink coconut water. Oh, I like that. Stay away from potato chips. Yeah. Well, hello, Peru. Watch a Hallmark movie. Yes. Hallmark movies really do make you feel better. It's part of what I love about doing them. They're so life-affirming. They're just fun, Bird watching, that's a new one. That's not on the list yet. Well, being in nature. Jumping in a trampoline from a building. I think that was on the no list. Yeah. Work out and exercise. Yeah, you guys. And you know what else is good for getting out of a funk? Making a list of things to do when you want to get out of a funk. So, because here's the thing, we all have so much more we have so much more input into how we feel. Maybe it's control, a little bit, not full control, but we have some control over our own feelings. Not like the initial feelings. I forget where I heard this, but it's like the first thought that comes in your head that's super negative, you probably had no control over that. But you do have control of how you follow that up. Like how do you take that first negative thought and say, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that, but I'm going to make a different choice right now. And part of, yes, you're the narrator of your own story. Spin it how you want. Talk to a fellow Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. Make a coffee and fold some clothes. You know, I mean, write an appreciation note to a loved one. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. How many of you guys make a list of phrases made from F-U-N-K? That's funny. How many of you guys, I mean, this is probably going to be like most of you, but like have a much easier time saying what to do than actually doing it, right? We all have so many great ideas. How do we make them happen even when we don't want to? Even when we don't feel like it? Write your thoughts in a journal. 5 positive about yourself. Yeah. When was the last time I slept? You know what? I look really bad on Periscope right now. I don't know what it is. I look super pale, and I look like I've got huge dark circles under my eyes. I look much better on Facebook and Instagram. Whatever. I don't have any I have makeup on, but not like on my face. Just a little mascara and gloss. First step, walk out the door. You know, small steps. Thank you. Thank you, Chris something. Yeah, small steps, you guys. Small steps in the right direction. It's so powerful. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Yes, Mark, bro. I am the girl from the Wonder Years. Oh, Chris in St. Pete. Nice. Force yourself to smile. Do you guys think that works? Forcing yourself to smile? Looking yourself in the mirror and like, make yourself smile? What do you think? No? No. I've never really tried that. Get a hug. Oh, yes, there's it. You can't eat an elephant in one bite. That's true. How do you know if you're going in the right direction? Well, if you are doing one of these things on this list, you're probably going in the right direction. If you don't feel like listening to a song, if you don't feel like even turning on the computer, maybe saying, you know what, or whatever, however you listen to music, maybe it's like, well, I'm going to just walk over to my computer. I'm not going to commit that I'm actually going to open it yet. Then walk over there. And then be like, okay, I'll open my computer. Okay, I'm not going to or if this is like for journal writing, I'm not going to insist that I write in my journal, but I'm just going to like open up that file, or I'm just going to open up that notebook. See if that works. See if you can like lead yourself. I feel like a lot of times we have 2 voices in our heads. You know, there's the whole like angel and devil thing. I don't know that there's an angel and devil, but I feel like sometimes we have 2. Laughing helps. I feel like 2 voices. Fake laughing. Now, fake laughing might work better than fake smiling, because when you laugh at yourself in the mirror, you look pretty ridiculous. And maybe just looking that ridiculous is funny, and that raises your mood. I don't know. Disney always works. Aw. Embarrass more on Impractical Jokers. You guys, oh my gosh. So this Thursday, August 2nd, is the premiere of the new season of Impractical Jokers, and I just might have a little cameo on it. Maybe, just maybe. So check it out. I know a lot of you guys really liked that. Why am I in a funk? I don't know. I don't think we usually know. I mean, sometimes we do, but we don't always know why we're feeling like just like, ugh. And there's my point of this is the 2 voices are yourself and Bob Newhart. That's hilarious. Yeah, we have so much more power over, that's the better word. We have so much more power over our mood than we think we do. We have more power. We have the ability to make positive changes in our lives. Oh, okay, so I was going to touch a little bit on the judgment thing that I mentioned in the Instagram post today. And that's just another thing. I've been too busy, probably. It also might be just because my son's gone for a week. That could totally be it. He's on vacation with his dad, and I miss him. Include humor in your daily life, even if you don't feel like it. Yeah. But in terms of judgment, I feel like when we judge other people, and it's so easy to get caught up in that on social media. There's so much going on in the news. And somebody tweeted me today saying, hey, you know, it's good to be outraged. And that's true, actually. It is good to be outraged sometimes. It really is, because that's a fuel, and we need to stand up for what's right. But when it's like nonstop, I just feel like it's nonstop outrage. Just like, and it becomes this outrage addiction. We're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's happening. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, and when it's too much. Our brains and our bodies are not going to handle it well. If it's just, yes, instead of judging, inquire. Yeah. So my post today said, be curious, not judgmental. I mean, it's a platitude. It's a big general statement. overwhelmed by outrage. Right, exactly. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. I do have a dog. It's just a lot to handle. So I was suggesting that, with all of the judgment and negativity online, just to remember that you don't have to participate in that. That you can't, right, false hysteria over every comment. And outrage nonstop is a boy who cried wolf. That's a really interesting point. Yeah, because when everything is a disaster and everything is like the end, then when there really is something really important that you should be outraged for, then we'll have the energy for it. But if we're outraged about stuff every single day, I just feel like we gotta pick and choose, or we will just run out of juice. So instead of being so quick to judge everything, how about if we're just more curious and like, and sometimes we need to remove ourselves from the news. I really believe that. Nature of society now creates outrage. The only way to avoid is unacceptable hiding. Keep away from negative people. Yeah, but the immediacy of social media lends itself to constant hysteria and judgment. Right, so pick and choose who you follow. Maybe you might not want to follow too many news sources. I don't know, I just find I had to unfollow some news sources just because it's just too much. It's not that it's not necessarily good news or important news. It's just that it's just a lot, you guys. We're no longer shocked by anything on the news. That's true, actually. Look at a sky filled with stars. Well, if you live in a city like I do, there aren't that many stars to be seen. But 100% do not watch the news. Well, I like staying in touch with what's going on in the world, of course. But it's hard, isn't it hard to sort through what really requires our attention and what is just a spin on whatever's going on? I don't know, man. Stay out of the fray? Yeah. So I like to try to focus on the things that I know are a positive contribution to society, because I feel like I don't know the whole story about so much stuff. I'm like, how can I help the world? What do I know for sure is helping the world? I write my math books. I help to inspire girls. I try to, have interesting conversations with you guys, and that helps me, and I think it helps other people. I get wonderful responses. By the way, I love it when you guys tell me how much these mean to you. I've met people in person who say, I watch your Motivational Mondays. I'm D-Squad. I watch the Danny Cam, and they're like, I can't tell you how much I love that, and it just, makes me feel so good. Because it's kind of like talking to myself, and it's like, is this really real? Are there really other people watching? I mean, I know there are, intellectually. It doesn't really hit you. Do you have a website where you can buy autographed books? You know what? No, but there are some bookstores. I just signed a lot of books in a bookstore in San Francisco. It's the one in San Bruno. There's a Barnes & Noble in San Bruno, which is just outside, it's part of San Francisco. And I don't have the number handy, but if you look it up, I bet you they have books left, because I signed so many of them last week. I am not Danica Patrick. That's the other Danica. I'm Danica McKellar. Danica Patrick is the race car driver. I do not race cars. I'm horrible. I don't like to even drive that fast. I'm the actress who played Winnie Cooper on The Wonder Years, and now I star in Hallmark movies, and I write math books. But other than that, she and I are basically the same person. So anyway, but we all have different gifts. We all have different things to contribute to the world. So I just think, with all this stuff swirling around us, you know what? If you know how you can make the world a better place without anger, but with love and empathy and open-mindedness, and stay curious. There's this really great show called It's Okay to Be Smart. It's a really great little video show. And at the end of each one, he says, stay curious. And yes, he's talking about science, but math books. Not math books, math, like mathematics. I was a math major in college, and I write books to help kids not be confused with math, not maps. Maps can be confusing, I guess. But it never occurred to me to write a book about maps. That's so funny. I don't know why I find that so funny. I must be delirious. I did enjoy my visit to San Francisco. So yes, spread positivity. And that's so true. Arguing never changes anybody's mind. It's so true. It just gives them fuel, and they just wait for the thing you're going to say that they can fight you back on. Atlases? Yes, I'm totally a nerd, Daniel. It's true. I'm okay with that. Nerd doesn't mean anything bad anymore. I mean, not to me anyway, but whatever. You have to earn respect to get respect. Why am I coming back? Stay hungry, stay foolish, like Steve Jobs says. Well, foolish? I don't know what that means, but yeah, so you guys, everybody has their own way that they can contribute, making the world a better place. You guys know what that is. I don't know what that is for you. But each of you has some special gift and the ability to spread that positivity, however big or small. Really, it makes a difference. And you have that power. We all have that power. And sometimes we get in a funk and then we're not in a position to exercise that power to help ourselves or anyone else. So I just want to remind you guys about that too. Stay curious, not judgmental. I don't know, man. Sometimes it just feels like people online are all like they're holding their stones and they're ready to stone whoever it is or whatever's going on. And it's like, who's next? Oh, okay, good. I just feel like we need more patience, more due process, more just love, empathy for all sides of every situation. Because you know what? Everybody in this world is just doing their best. Now, I know there's some criminals out there, and they need to be kept from society. I don't want to get too weird and political, but in general, you guys, let's put the stones down. Just stop all that and let go of all the judgment. You know something about judgment, and this is true, and I know it's in the Bible too. But even if it weren't, I've experienced it to be true. If I'm in a state of mind where I'm feeling really judgy about people, that does turn back on me. We judge ourselves. If we're in a state of mind where we're being really judgmental, we are judging ourselves too. And that doesn't feel good. So we gotta how they say treat others the way you would like to be treated. I swear, the way we treat others does come back to us. It really does. Which is even more reason to treat others the way you want to be treated. How would you want to be treated if you were in whatever that situation is? What would you want? And then do that. So the golden rule. Yes. Karma. Totally. Blue Ninja, I am 43. And I look 43 on the Periscope. It's weird. Dark circles. It's just lovely. Anyway, I don't know the story. I don't know why Mark is no longer a host on Home and Family. I love him. I think he's awesome. And I never heard any reason for it. Mysterious. I don't know. Who knows? Thank you, Eddie. Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you very much. 23? I don't know about that. But thank you. Oh, yes. Pie earrings. It's the white wall background. Really? Wouldn't you think that a white wall background would cause the camera to put the stop down so that is that what it's called? Stopping it down? Like the aperture, so that the whole thing would get darker? I don't know. See, all three cameras, though, have this, and I look way more normal on Instagram and on Facebook. You remember Winnie being quiet. Winnie was very quiet. I am not that quiet, especially not on a live broadcast, because guess what? I'm the only one that's talking out loud. I'm overthinking it. I often overthink things. Yep. What's my religion, Jason? That's a really good question. I don't have a specific religion. You know what I love? I love Deepak Chopra's book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. That resonates with me more than anything I've ever read that's spiritual. And it does talk about God, and I believe there is definitely some sort of organizing force of love, that infinite love that we can tap into and that guides everything. I don't believe in as many coincidences as there would have to be if there weren't such a guiding force. Did you buy that book? So, anyway, you're talking out loud, Keith? Are you talking out loud when you type it, then you say it out loud too? Math is your religion? That's funny. Yes, we need to educate ourselves instead of being spoon-fed from the news. I believe that's true. I really do. There's a lot more. You know, the other thing is headlines. Headlines are designed for us to click on them. The people who write the headlines aren't always the people even who write the articles. They are the editor maybe will name the things in order to get people to click on it. It's just I can't tell you how many times people have said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're alive." This thing came up at the bottom of my screen that said, "You wouldn't believe the child stars who kill themselves." And there's a picture of me. I'm like, no, I'm fine. And they just put me on there. I think it's called clickbait. Clickbait. but a lot of the headlines are like that. And I think that's part of the whole outrage addiction thing, this cycle, is that they do get more clicks, and so then they keep doing it. And yes, and they look legit. A lot of times these headlines look legit, or there's certain buzzwords that are designed to get us all outraged, but then if you really look at the content, the buzzwords are making it sound like something that maybe it isn't. We need to be smart. That's all. I am alive. Yes, I'm alive. How do I feel? Aw. Thank you. You guys are all so sweet. What does my shirt mean? Sugar Bum is just a brand of clothing. No, I didn't die. You guys stop it. I didn't die. I'm here. Go away, iPad message. I never read yours, sad face, Eric. Okay, well, I read that one. Sad face. Don't be sad. Will I be anywhere near Reno, Nevada anytime soon? Not that I know of right now. I'm animatronic. Does that mean that it's like choppy service and I look funny? Oh, thank you. I don't race. Another person who thinks I'm Danica Patrick. I'm not Danica Patrick. I'm the other Danica. I'm the actress / math book author Danica, not the race car driver. Thank you, O.C. Neal. We're manipulated? We probably are manipulated, Dennis. And it's not, I mean, look, people are doing their jobs. Their jobs are to get more people viewing, right? It's a weird position that journalists are in because, you know, they have to, I don't know, it's complicated, I'm sure. But I just think we need to be smart viewers. That's all. It's a business. You're right, Dan. Yeah, I know. It's funny, right? A lot of people are saying we need to go to bed. It's like it's midnight, right on the East Coast. It's midnight. I've aged so well. What's the secret? You know, being positive is part of it. They say that after 40, you start wearing your face. So like whatever wrinkles and stuff you've been, like whatever facial expressions you've been mostly making now become more imprinted on your face. So now you guys are just messing with me. How did it feel to race the Indy 500? You're messing with me and I can tell. I can just tell. How? I don't know. I'm a mom and I just know things sometimes. Yes. 6-pack mom. Right on. Your husband's home from a 12-hour day. Enjoy. Go give him a kiss. DMG Elliot. You have a constant shock face. It's funny. Oh, a funk is like when you're in a bad mood. So we've been talking about how to get out of a bad mood. I feel better just talking to you guys. Honestly. You get the face you deserve. Ooh, that sounds like a Twilight Zone episode. You get the face you deserve. Wow. Wow, Tweaker. You won $10,000 like in the lottery or gambling or whatever. Congratulations. That's cool. You draw faces in the imprint after 40 is very true. Interesting. I've also heard that up in the first 40 years of your life are for learning and the next 40 are for living. A quote probably written by a post 40-year-old. I heard something about Mars. I have to check that out. Thanks, Hostile. I'm not too young to remember the Twilight Zone. I used to watch reruns, and I was in an episode of the 1985 version as a small child. It was my very first job ever outside of commercials. I did an episode of, was it 85 or 86? I think it was 85, I think. One of those years. And Wes Craven directed the episode, and I played a hologram. I had one scene. And the 40 after that, I don't know. Yes, the Masks episode of the Twilight Zone, the one where the people who were like really beautiful were considered ugly. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, that was really awesome. Thanks, O.C. Neal. Someone's sending me a message in a different language and I don't know what it is. 85 was the year you were born? Nice. Alyssa Milano was on a scope. Would I ever leave California? I mean, I go to Canada all the time to shoot my Christmas movies, my Hallmark movies. right? Twilight Zone. I love the Twilight Zone. I used to. Oh, you interviewed me, Grace? Very cool. WSE Lounge. Was it over the phone? I do a lot of interviews, but I'm sure if I like heard a little bit of it or saw some of it, I'd be like, oh my gosh. No, Candace Cameron Bure and Lacey Chabert and I do not own the Hallmark Channel, but we're all very grateful to be regulars on it. I mean, I can't tell you how grateful I am. Really, really. Oh, the Eye of the Beholder episode. Yes, that is the one that I was thinking of. I am not pregnant. I wish, but I'm not. I don't think I'm going to have another baby. I don't think it's going to happen. But, I mean, I am 43, you know. That's okay. I love the child that I have. I mean, I have such a wonderfully close relationship with my 7-year-old. He's the best ever. And I know that if I had another child, I mean, I wouldn't have as much time to spend with him. So whatever's meant to be is meant to be. And practicing my Spanish a little bit. Not as much, but I'm definitely, that is still happening. Thank you. 43, oh no, it's over? It's funny. It's very funny. Thank you. Are you guys, is there anything else you want to talk about? I can reread our list. We made a list for how to get out of a funk. Play music, but like happy music, not sad, soulful music, obviously. Exercise. Getting those endorphins going and sweating it out. Sweat out those toxins. I mean, it makes a difference. Sometimes just, like, dude, you know what? 10 push-ups even if you don't feel like it. You know what? Right now, we are all doing 10 push-ups. I think I can do it in this space. Yeah? You guys up for that? I know it's late, but so what? Let's get some, let's practice what we preach here and do some. Who's with me? Good luck. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do some push-ups with me? I'm saying go. Okay, wait. Yes, complete. You'll do 7. Okay, you know what? Plank, yes. Very funny, Mark. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, you ready? Hi, Bill. What are you doing on here? Bill Abbott, the CEO of Hallmark Channel, is watching. I'm about to do some push-ups. We are on here talking about how to get out of a bad mood if you're in a bad mood. We have music, exercise, inspirational sources, praying for guidance, spending time with pets, spending time in nature, getting more sleep. I understand, Bill, that you only get 3 hours of sleep a night, but you seem to be doing fine. Meditate, helping people. All right, but we're about to do a little bit of exercise. So you guys ready? Ready? Okay, let's do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are real push-ups, by the way. 5. Can you even see me? 6. Oh, you see my bra strap. That's awesome. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay. All right. Okay. Who did it with me? Who did it with me? You already done? I feel really good. It feels good to move your body and get that blood flowing. It makes such a difference. You did 30 in that time? Thanks. You did? Good job. Who else? Ocean did? Yes. Achilles Man. Awesome. Jacob. Jacob the Marine. Right. You participated vicariously. Good job. Good job. Thanks, Bill. Ridiculous. I assume that's like ridiculous in the good way, hopefully. All right, you guys. I love you all so much. I appreciate you all. It's been really fun talking about how to get out of a funk. We have so much more power than we realize to change our mood. And yes, Bill, one of the things we talked about was watching Hallmark Channel movies, because Hallmark Channel movies are designed to make you feel good. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Giving you guys a break from the craziness of the world and just helping you to remember how human nature can be good. Humans can be good, and remember about connection and family and real values and feeling good and sharing love and just all the good stuff. So, and then we have this other list, music, exercise. You guys, thank you so much for being with me. I will type up this list and I will figure out how to post it on my Insta stories and on Twitter and Facebook as well. So you guys can have that too. All right. Mwah! Thank you all so much. Bye.